Why hello there, and welcome to BrewDaze. This is my BrewTube channel, on which you're most likely to be witnessing me enthusing about beer in one way or another, either homebrewing it or reviewing it, either reviewing my own beer or reviewing the competition, beers by professionals. And I'm by no means any sort of an expert, and if I was, there's no way I could justify drinking as much beer as I do. No chance. But if it's an education, well, in terms of brewing, I did as a teenager brew some of that stuff you get in a tin. It's the stuff you put hot water with and throw the yeast in and bottle it, and then it explodes. That stuff. Very unsuccessful. But since then, I have, I guess, about a decade of experience. I started off with a friend of mine, Sam. He introduced me to it, came round with his adapted cold box, adapted to be a mash tun and a big aluminium pot, and away we went. We started off straight away with the all grain brewing, and some of it was almost drinkable. But over time, our equipment improved and our methodology improved, and eventually we were able to produce some reasonably drinkable beer. Some of it, if you drank it quick enough, I'd even say it was quite delicious. So in terms of the brewing, I intend to make a video of a general brew day, and then from there on in I'll probably just document the specifics of the beer that I'm doing, or any changes in my method or equipment. I'm endeavouring to share what I learn as I go along. I'll explain probably why I do what I do the way I do it. If anybody were to ever watch this and had any advice, I'm open to some positive criticism. Nothing too rude, please. But yeah, I'm hoping to genuinely improve dramatically from here. So yeah, that's the brewing side of things. I don't get to brew as often as I'd like. I maybe brew 4 or 5 times a year, which isn't enough, frankly. But as I say, in the interim, I'm able to keep an eye on the competitors, and I quite enjoy reviewing a brew, but I'm not an expert. I like what I like. I have a reasonably, I like to think, broad range of tastes, although that is getting a little more challenging these days. But I like everything from a porter all the way down to the palest of ale. I'm not too fond of some of that cloudier coastal IPA stuff. I mean, in my day, listen to me, we've been brewing 10 years. Yeah, in my day, when I were a lad, a hazy beer was a lazy beer. So, you know, I spent ages trying to clarify my own beer. It took me ages to actually get a clear product, and it was worth striving for. But that's just my preference. So on the reviewing side, I intend to review, obviously, my own beers, any beer I brew, and anything and everything that I happen to come across that's anybody else's. And probably a bit of waffle and speculation and stuff besides. I love a good waffle, especially with a beer in my hand. This is tea. I've not started yet. Way too early. I wouldn't start now. Oof. What sort of day would I be inviting if I did? Dear. No, not yet. It's not even midday. That's it. So beer review, brew review, a bit of brewing, a bit of reviewing, brilliant excuse for drinking, and a bit of fun hopefully. I don't take it too seriously. Well, I try not to anyway. I think I'm past that now. It's too late for me. I mean, you go right ahead, but yeah, for me, I'm just in it for the fun now. I have no aspiration towards ever being professional at anything. Not from here, but I'm still enjoying the journey, even if it's an amateur one. Anyway, introduction over. Please do come back and do enjoy a video or two. I mean, enjoy might be a bit. I'm not asking the earth of you. Check a couple out. See if you agree with what I have to say about beer. On the brewing side, I'm not great at keeping record. If I do this, it'll keep probably a better record of the beers I brewed and how I brewed them than I ever would if I were writing it all down. And on the review front, even if that only serves as a method of reminding myself, because there's so many beers out there, of which beers I did and didn't like and therefore should or shouldn't buy again, I'll be doing myself a hell of a service. So even if I'm only doing it for myself, it seems to be as worthwhile as anything else I'm doing at the moment. But if it's any use to you, or if it entertains you in any way, or even if you just want a good laugh at me, stumbling through the universe of beer haphazardly as I do, come on back. See you very soon, hopefully. Cheerio.